Yes, we are here to talk about this season finale and what a season finale it was. And because it is so much, we have a special guest joining us today, Sharonda Williams. You know what? We'll say that we're related today because why not? My sister in Christ, my sister in Vought, my sister in Homelander, Mother's Milk, all the things. Sharonda is a creator, host, and producer of a YouTube channel, Pay or Wait, which features her film and TV reviews plus celebrity interviews, and they're really great guys. So go check that out. Each month, her channel reaches an audience of over 4 million viewers in the US. I cannot talk today because the boys. She co hosts a weekly podcast show called B-Roll that centers around diversity in film and television. She has been a frequent guest on radio shows to discuss current film and TV news. She has appeared on she's appeared on Fandango Weekly, Ticket, and Rotten Tomatoes panels. Sharonda is that girl. She's a proud member of the African American Film Critics Association, Hollywood's Critics Association, and the Critics' Choice Association. So what better person to join us to talk about this finale? Without further ado, Sharonda Williams.
What up, sister and Mother's Milk? I love that. How y'all doing? What up, cuz?
Hello. Not what up, cuz. Love to see it. Hello.
Yes.
Thank you.
Another
for
Williams
us
in the house.
I know. Look at y'all. Y'all really are related. We love to see it. Okay, now listen. Before we get into our thoughts, we're going to take a look back at what happened on episode 7 and really the full season in this previously on footage B-roll.
Come on, Irving. Me and the others have something to show you.
Butcher and Soldier Boy, where are they?
Why do I always have to take the high road?
Soldier Boy is gonna kill more people.
It wasn't my idea. Oh no, it was Noir's. What the is this?
Something we should have done a long time ago.
Play the long face, Tiger.
You're Homelander. Button your up. What I'm proposing is strictly a transactional relationship.
Where's Ryan? I'm gonna find him sooner or later.
I hate you.
Ready, good.
Tempy is gonna kill you both. I was just in the lab. It turns your brain into Swiss cheese. You need to tell Huey.
Everything all right?
You, me, I'm going to I gotta finish this job.
This really you? I thought we should have a conversation. Vogelbaum made a kid. Bitch if it is. I'd have let you take the spotlight. What father wouldn't want that for his son?
So tell us, how you feeling about, episode 8, the whole season? What did it do for you? What stood out? Did you love the season? Did you hate it? Come on.
I did. You know what? I liked the season overall. It gave me some peen popping, some peen exploding. Just never thought that would happen possibly. And like my eyes have just been scarred forever and I'm still here for it at the same time. But we got some great character arcs this season too. Like Mother's Milk was really doing it for me. I was here for every second of him just healing from like the generational trauma that took place with his family, and Raggedy Vault and the role that they had to play in it as Soldier Boy. I can't ever say Soldier Boy without like watch me. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. Yes. But no, I mean, I like this season. I like that a lot of our characters like finally have realizations about who they want to be going forward, especially with Huey's character. It was just a lot happening. Even like Head Popper. Now we got to see her be Raggedy for a whole nother season. Like, I can't wait for this.
Baby, she gotta go. As Butcher said at the very final moments of the season, oh, she gotta go, which means, whoo, child, now we on a journey to murder her. She is high key like one of the smartest people though, so that's gonna make me really sad. But I have to agree. I think that this season overall, the character arcs, like when I tell you everybody ate in some capacity, even Huey. By the time we get to episode 8, Huey puts down the drugs. He was really on his way to being a V addict. in so many so many ways, and he puts down the drugs and learns how to help his girlfriend in a respectful manner. Now, can I say girlfriend? Because y'all know they break up every season and then they get back together and then they break up and they get back together. So I'm just gonna say his little friend because that's really what they acting like right now. But him and his little friend, like he learned how to help her in the end. And even Butcher had like a semblance of a heart, in the final hour when it came to Ryan. Now, I will say this. Ryan got to die too, honey child. Now listen, I don't really like for children to die, but Ryan is really out here being reckless. And I was like, young sir, we gonna need you to go somewhere to the side because I cannot manage this. But yeah, I think really, what's our favorite word? Trauma, because that is really what the boys likes to deliver. And, it was not short on that. And then I would say our next favorite word is vendetta, and maybe even violence for this episode. Vendetta and violence, because, honey, everyone had a different agenda, and they were not on one accord in the beginning, but we got there. We can play our tiny violins now because everybody pulled it together.
And barely, because it was not looking good for anyone at any given point, especially towards the end. But I just have to talk about May for a second, because wow, did she come through in a way that I wanted her to since the first season. So I'm very happy that she finally had her moment. I love that Kimiko is still that girl. And will continue to be that girl in every single finale episode that we get. Hopefully the same can be said for season 4. Ryan absolutely has to go, but also that is on Butcher, because if he would act right, then we wouldn't have a Homelander part 2. So we honestly, I don't want to say this is all Butcher's fault, but a good amount of it is his fault. Just for him being really stubborn and set in his ways. Starlight, the power of the Home Depot. I'm really happy that she had her moment, her one moment that resulted in, I don't know what it resulted in, except for some broken light bulbs, but I'm very happy that she got that, because I was waiting on that build up. And shout out to Huey for being there for his girlfriend. Like you said, every week, we used to pick a character to watch, but I guess now it'd be for next season. So for you, who is a character that you've got your eye on? I guess we kind of talked about that a little bit, but if you have someone in mind.
It's still gonna be Head Popper for me, Victoria Head Popper Newman. Okay, like she gotta go. I don't even know how she made it through this whole season. Like, she up here murdering people in alleys, like killing her best friend. I was just highly confused as to how she skated. She like just skated her way through all of season 3 with no repercussions, and I was just confused. Like, what happened?
She learned from her daddy. She learned from the best, honey. She learned from her daddy. That's how she did it. Can't be confused when you learn from the best. Who am I gonna go with? So actually, technically, I'm gonna go with Cassandra, because our girl is not down and she's not out, but she is on her book tour talking about how the real Kevin is not someone that you want to know. And Kevin, your days are numbered, aka the Deep, because when Cassandra goes on her book tour and it's nationwide, that's how you know you should be afraid. Our girl is smart. She could be a professor, a tenured professor. Again, what did I say last episode? Her and Victoria might want to be co-moms and take over the U.S. because honestly, they can parent Victoria's daughter and they have enough willpower to change the world. And if Papa Stan was around, I just know that's what he would propose, because he knows a master plan. And it's really giving Asha work at bot, because I'm telling y'all, like, it's the way that like this would be it. In season 4, this will be it. I need to be in the writer's room, because in season 4, it should be a Cassandra and Victoria team up, because she can make the heads pop and Cassandra can spin any story. So I will say honorary mention will have to go to A-Train. There's a scene this episode where some things were not like the others, and A-Train was the only Black person in the room. And I think he might have understood a few things in that moment.
In fact, that's actually, let's go ahead and roll that clip, because there's somebody else that was in that clip that I actually is my character to watch for. Because, well, anyway, just roll the clip.
I think we should probably evacuate. Nobody's evacuating anything. We have to project strength.
Right. No, that's smart. Strength.
Okay, so my angelfish, or that's what I call analytics, we think Soldier Boy's coming for Noir, last member of Payback, right? So we should use Noir as bait, and that way it draws Soldier Boy directly to the... Hey, is everything okay with Noir?
He was keeping secrets from me. You know, when the company first rolled me out in front of the cameras, they told me I was going to get my very own team. I wanted so badly for that team to be the family that I never got. And then I got you.
I've always tried to help, sir.
What, like when you ran away from Herogasm? Or maybe when you f***ed an octopus? You really want to help?
Sir. That's sort of treason.
Big word.
Do you need Homelander?
Sir. Ashley, take off that wig.
What wig?
And then there's you. How could you kill one of your own kind in cold blood? You are going to tell the world that we are the one and only true justice. Laura's worth more than all of you put together. You're not my family. I don't need any of you. Remember that.
It's the way A-Train, every time I see it. How could you kill one of our own in cold blood? He looked at that helmet like, I'm sorry, sir. What? Like,
Okay. He looked at the helmet, and then you could tell that the math started mathing too, because he was like, "Wait,
what you saying?
you are I too
The math not
am."
mathing on this. It's not mathing. Like, which family you talking about? Because I see my family on the desk right now, and they not here.
And what? Right. The Deep said, "Is everything okay with Noir?" Deep, please. Now you know he don't take off this helmet. What are you saying?
Deep here. Let him go. Give him his pink slip. Cause like, sir, why?
My baby can't read. He can't reason. He cannot use deductive reasoning. He cannot read. He can be attractive. I mean, that's really the only thing that he has going for him, because what is happening? And the way A-Train looked when Ashley took off that wig, he said, "Oh, something is happening in this room, and I gotta know."
He was gagged. And I think so for me in that moment, I was like, okay, Ashley, I think the math is starting to math for you as well. Like you're now understanding that there is no getting on Homelander's good side or doing enough kissing up to him that it is going to matter. Like, he just told you to take a lace front off. Girl.
Like, he saw straight through it and literally was like, I mean, that sounds so terrible, but he did. And he saw straight through it and was like, girl, you need to remove this. And you're so stressed, Ashley, that you just keep pulling out patches of your hair to the point where you have none. I mean, like, literally none. None? Girl, none?
Which had me like, girl, not you was taking plugs out of the wig, because I know that they weren't cheap. So that is my character to watch. Not just because of that moment, but the very end, when she has them erase footage of Maeve getting away, which I didn't expect. Like, I thought Ashley was going to pull a let's keep this to the side, but like they hurried up and like erased that, and I was like, okay, so now you understand. Like, now you understand what side you need to be on. If you have PTO saved up at Vought, you need to start using it, because your days have been numbered. I don't even think she has any days left.
Okay, So did y'all pick up on any Easter eggs throughout this episode that is going to be used for season 4? And I'll start with you, Sharonda. Did you see anything pique your interest that you think, red flag, honey, this is definitely coming back around in season 4, and they did this intentionally?
The Deep. I mean, the whole thing with the Deep and him killing the like potential VP candidate, I was just like, this is gonna play something bigger. And you know, the Deep always got a guilty conscience. He can't lie right, can't do nothing right. Cause why? Cause he in too deep, just like Cassandra said. Okay, you see how we brought that back full circle? Cause he's in too deep. All right. So that's definitely gonna come back into play. I don't know what's going to happen. But that's gonna be a whole. I can't wait for them to like just cover it up. I like when they get to like the mystery, like exposing people. I want them to expose them like we on Mari. Okay, that's what I need to happen. That's what I'm excited to see in season 4. I just need some people to be. I need these scammers, this scamming head popper, to be exposed in season 4. That's what I need. So that's gonna come back into play.
I don't even know how to follow that. I think I follow that up with the little smirk we get from Ryan, because like, what an indication that this is Homelander's world and everybody else is just living in it, which is scary. Because I don't know, like I feel like him joining sides with his dad was like the very last thing to really tip the scales, and I just hope when we get to season 4 that they've gotten over, hey, the kids are off limits, because no, this baby is gonna kill y'all. So maybe, I don't know, you're gonna have to work past that and treat Ryan like his daddy, because he is his daddy.
I mean,
but Ryan was about that life though. He was about that life. His daddy said,
yeah,
hey, they finna jump me out. They finna jump me outside. You finna come? You finna come? They finna jump me.
I'm putting on my shoes right now.
Okay.
But before we get into well, I guess we can go ahead. I was gonna say, before we get into best and worst moments, I wanted to queue up another clip, but I think I'll save that for a best moment and a worst moment. So if you want to go ahead and get into that, y'all.
The worst moment, I'm gonna tell you the worst moment, and it deals with this episode, okay? I don't know who came up with the game plan, and I don't know if we got to put this on Starlight since she was like commander for this little mission. But when they decided that they were going to leave Kimiko with her boo thing, they was getting their behinds beat like with Soulja Boy and them. I was like, so if we go into a fight, right? Who y'all taking with you? Like, Kimiko gonna be number one hands down. I was like, why do y'all have Kimiko fighting humans when you need her to like fight the Supes? What the decisions, the choices that were made with this plan? I was just like, if all of y'all died, I'm just gonna laugh at your grave and just be like, this was your fault because it was a terrible plan. Terrible.
Not laugh at your grave.
I mean, it was terrible game planning. No, terrible game planning. And honestly, Starlight, aside from like her character arc in this, she has been, I'm like, maybe you need a little bit more training on what it means to like lead and like actually make decisions, because you know, you got your boy band boo killed because you brought him into the fold way quicker than he should have been brought in. You didn't give him no Cliff Notes version, no PowerPoint or anything. You just kind of welcomed him in and he was unprepared. Again, like, you kept threatening folks with your powers, and baby, like, they're cute, but even when she was fully charged up, in fact, if I'm just gonna skip over you, KB. I'm so sorry. I have to get into
fully charged.
The worst. So this was both a best and worst moment. And if we could just roll the clip of Huey and Starlight kind of working together in whatever this was.
No.
Okay,
was
so
really giving Go-Go Power Rangers. Y'all didn't
you
feel
know
that in your
what? They
spirit?
don't.
It was really giving it for
The
me.
Power Rangers don't deserve that because they
We're not gonna say the
maybe
Power
something
Rangers
would have.
like
Well, first off, I
They-
love the
they
Power
don't deserve-
Rangers. I love the Power
They
Rangers,
don't-
but it was giving
I
Power
know.
Rangers for me.
So it was a best moment because you see Kiwi choose Starlight over almost
V?
killing himself with another
Oh.
hit of V. Yes. And like, allowing her to save him. I don't know, but terrible because how anticlimactic could that have been? That
They
power
did all of
boost.
that to
What? That's
fall
why I
out.
said. This is why I said the power of the Home Depot because it was giving, the chandelier section when you were in there. It's like you cut all the lights on and she blew a fuse. That is why I said it was the power of the Home Depot. So now that she is no longer with
No, keep got all them
7,
lights on.
she needs some type of sponsorship or whatever, she can go do that. And again, like I don't even want to brag on Starlight like that, but that is embarrassing because he got up right afterwards. So she was just a very fancy. She bought him some time. She bought them some time, and I guess for that, we'll give it to her. But she had been doing that, threatening folks with her eyes all season, just to
fall out,
blow a fuse,
catch the
to blow a fuse and catch the Holy Ghost.
Stephanie
I'm so
is not
sorry.
seeing heaven. Stephanie is not seeing heaven because she said she said she's been showing her eyes this whole life. Not showing her eyes.
That's what she been doing. I mean, but the real gag,
and messing with the
gag
lights.
is what was he was gonna do? But what was he was gonna do? Here we look. What was you gonna do? Teleport to get beat again? Like what? What was you gonna do?
Get naked. That's all he was. And that's the extra funny part. Like they do deserve to be together because given his, compound V powers and her powers that she was given at birth, y'all really offer not a lot of anything. But together as one, maybe a little something. I don't know. So I'm so sorry. Okay. Can we play another clip to kind of roll from that? Because to Sharonda's point, who should have been in the room? Because really, Starlight could have been watching Frenchie. Who should have been in the room was Miss Kamiko. So let's play her clip real quick. Because why do you leave that on the bench?
This was actually
like
one
that
of the best
whole
uses.
scene.
Yeah, and this is one of the best uses of the
it.
song "Maniac" in pop culture I've ever seen. It was fantastic. My girl said,
and my girl was on, and she was on beat. She was beating them on beat. I just want to give her props for that.
I said yes. This was fantastic. Y'all know I love me some games. So we're gonna play a little lightning round of shoulda, woulda, coulda, the boys edition. So first up, and I'm gonna start with you, Sharonda, since you're our guest. Both of y'all are gonna answer though. Who should have died this season? This is a controversial one.
Ryan. The cause of all of our stress. Ryan.
Why we gotta say it with so much emphasis? Like, wow.
Because he should have. They should have just took care of him at last season finale.
At the end of last
was
season.
Enough in itself. Yeah.
Yikes, Stephanie. Who should have died?
Soldier Boy, even though like I'm very happy to see him that he was, doing his thing, but I wanted Soldier Boy to officially be done by the last episode.
Who do you think would have actually gotten close enough to kill Homelander? Now, we all know Homelander was not going to die this season. Like, I mean, we knew that that's what we wanted. Everybody wanted him to die, but we knew it was not going to happen. But who would have killed him if they just got close enough? Who would have actually done it? Because I kind of had a feeling Soldier Boy wasn't going to do it once he I was like, I don't know, Soldier Boy might cave. He might feel a little compassion since, his daddy was a jerk. He might be like, dang, I don't know if I could kill my son on that whole thing. But who would have actually killed him?
I thought it was if anything, I think it would have been Soldier Boy, just the way that he was like, yeah, I don't care that I have a grandchild. Also, I do not care that you're my son because you're an embarrassment. And like, it was a couple times where he almost had him. So like, I feel like had they just not cared what happened to Ryan, or Ryan wasn't even there, that I think Soldier Boy would have gotten rid of Homelander, or at least depowered him enough so that then Maeve could have killed Homelander.
He said you're an embarrassment. He did though. What about you, Sharonda? Who would have killed Homelander?
Nobody.
Mm.
Nobody.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
It is fair. I kind of wanted to, have Butcher have his moment when he had the soup's power, but now that he's dying, that's just never going to be a dream for him. It's a dream deferred, truly. And that dream is deferred until death because it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen for him. So here we are. All right.
Well, now that we've decompressed and got all that out, Sharonda, I'm going to say thank you so much for joining us today. That season finale was a lot, and we have a lot to think about and get ready for when it comes to season 4. But in the meantime, can you tell the folks where they can follow you on socials and anything that you have coming up?
Do I have anything coming up? I'm just taking it day by day, just trying to survive out in this life. But you can find my interviews and TV reviews on my YouTube channel at Pay or Wait. And I just want to encourage everyone to be prepared for season 4 when we go to Ryan's funeral. So yeah, that's about it.
You can follow me at Steph_I_Will on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I don't know, writing comic books. So just recently, Marvel announced the Shuri book that I'm writing for their mini Wakanda series. So that's like another superhero franchise for the upcoming Black Panther 2, which I don't know where time is gone, but like November will be here very soon. But the book comes out October 12th, so please be on the lookout for that. Nubia, Queen of the Amazons, will be wrapping up in September. So there's 2 issues left of that series in August and also September. And I think that's it, y'all.
So you guys can catch me on social media at the Lady KB. That's TheLadyKayB on Instagram, Twitter, and apparently TikTok. But y'all, I do not be ticking nor talking. I just be watching other people's, and I laugh and I share them. So if you want me to share some videos with you, then follow me. Hello. But you will not catch me on there doing no ticking and talking. Okay. But if you would like to check out my interview with Amara La Negra, it is out now on Nerdophiles. I had a chat with her at Essence Fest. And we talked about, faith and family and her future. And she is a stunning woman inside and out. And she's a new mom, and it was lovely to chat with her. And, I'm going to keep on plugging On Call with KB, which comes out this fall on iHeart. So be prepared. Promos coming soon. Y'all gonna hear us this fall. When the new season of Grey's Anatomy premieres, you'll be able to listen to On Call with KB, the very first season. And, just catch me on social media. I will post all types of interviews and things that are happening. So thank you both. It's been an incredible first after show season. Please do not forget to subscribe to Prime Video YouTube channel now so you don't miss an episode of any of our shows, particularly The Recaps with Sharonda Williams. And since we are at the end, please do not forget to catch up now on all the episodes of Superhero Club Presents The Boys After Show. As always, the first 3 seasons of The Boys are available right now on Prime Video. And until next time, thank you for joining.
Whoa, oh my God. I see the
See you later.
We have to try everything. Drink.
Hello.
This later.
I don't care about the show. I just want a good blooper reel.
I want to learn science.
You guys are gonna make me look like I'm in the show, right? You're gonna put in the effects. Replace the green. I don't want to look like an asshole here.
Sorry.